What's shaking, everybody? It's your man Wasted coming at you live today with another Raider Nation Unlimited. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of news. You know what I'm saying? But you already know. It's time to get this show started. Salutations, everybody. Salutations. Man, it is good to be back. It's good to see everybody that's in here, man. Everybody's that's in the chat right now. Shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? Let's get wasted. Y'all get them shares up. Get them likes up. You know what I mean? Get wasted with me. Pay that tab. Y'all already know. You know what I mean? Your man Wasted's been out the grind, man, because I've been in the gym like crazy, man. And it hasn't really been a whole lot to talk about. But, hey, man, it's post-June 1st. It is post-June 1st. There's some things that are supposed to be happening. I haven't really seen a whole lot. But one thing that did happen today is OTAs. And they had a press conference after OTAs, man. And let me tell you something, man. I am very impressed with one of our position coaches in particular. Today, I wanted to come on and celebrate. We're over 300,000 views, man, in a little under 4 months. You know what I mean? I want to thank all of y'all. There were some questions that were live to me on my community page. I'm going to ask them. Today, this show is really about y'all, man. Whatever y'all want to talk about, whatever y'all want to get into, man, get wasted with me. Put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And then we going to get the rocking and rolling, man. But let me get my shout-outs first because everybody that's up in here is family. I appreciate y'all. Shad Owens, my guy in the place. LV Maximus, the unofficial or the official security for Mount Shieldmore and Raider Nation Unlimited. My guy, man, what's going on? Afternoon, brother. SVT Vasquez, my guy, man. Thank you, bro. In a place to be, man. Getting wasted with your brother. Raider Hippie, my guy, man. I wait for some wasted urination. I appreciate you, my dog. I appreciate you, my dog. Raider Purge, Sinister Rain, Greg, waiting splendiferously. My guy, man. What's up? Yo, we got 72 in the room. Get them likes up, get them shares up. My brother Mo in the place to be, man. What is the deal, yo? We got a legend in the place to be, man. The equinox is upon us, y'all. Well, you know when Mo show up, the equinox is most definitely upon us, y'all. Kyle Holt, greetings. See, he already know, man. I got to get T-shirts made, man. I've been fucking bullshit with that, man. Excuse my language, man. Gabe Guerrero, everybody. So, K Pasa, Richard Lyon, my guy. Chance Worthy. Bryce B, mad love, yo, mad love. Now, look, y'all, there's one person in particular, because I watched the whole press conference and everything. I rewatched it. I was at work when it was going on. And there's one position coach, man, that really, really, really impressed me, man. And his name is Mr. Frank Okam. Frank Okam, man, is a former player. He's an excellent defensive line coach, man. And the thing that impressed me the most about Frank Okam, if you guys didn't, listen to the press conference, is the fact that he's willing to defer and lean on the knowledge of one Chandler Jones. So that means we don't have one of these guys here that is arrogant, that's not willing to listen to guys who have done it at a high level, man. And the fact that man is leaning on Chandler Jones to help out with the young guys we're bringing in, because we drafted a whole hell of a lot of young defensive linemen. And I know he's an end, probably a 3-4 linebacker in this scheme, but he can help all these guys learn how to hunt, man. And let me tell you something, man. This guy, Chandler Jones, and this guy, Frank Okam, man, I am so psyched for what we got in store, y'all. Brave Raider, what's the deal, man? What is the deal, man? Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, my dog. Brandon Abram, what's up, bro? Yo, the Thick Frame Nation is in a place to be, y'all. The Thick Frame Nation in a place to be. Shout out to my brother, Big Mike Raider, man. And y'all check out his podcast. So listen, man, we're going to get into a few things, man. Carmen Bricillo spoke today. Now, we as a fan base are really, really concerned about the offensive line, man. And Carmen Bricillo is a guy who really's only been an offensive line coach for 1 year. You know, Dante Scarnecchia has always been the guy over there in New England, man. Let's just be for real. And a lot of us are being very, very optimistic about him. But this is a man that's he's really unproven, to be honest with you. And we have a lot of unproven linemen, man. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. Hearing Carmen Bricillo talk today and hearing his approach to what he wants to do with our offensive line is really reassuring to me as well. You know, he smiled and he kind of like played to the crowd. You know what I mean? I really, really like what he was talking about, you know, bringing things down to the simplest terms for the players, you know, playing guys all over the offensive line and giving them, you know, a chance to shine. And also, and the Raiders are still in the process of implementing their core principles that they're bringing over from this new regime. So, like, man, they got a lot going on, man. You know, they're months away from things like game planning and deciding who to start, what the starting offensive line will look like. But just some of these culture building things that are going on are really awesome, man. And Carmen Bricillo is probably the most important assistant. He's got to get this O-line together. That is a fact, brother. Listen, Carmen Bricillo is a guy that we're all banking on. And we're looking at what he did last year. And the thing about with some of these guys that we brought over, right? We're judging off of what happened last year, but the culture of the New England Patriots has been established for over about 20 years, man. This is what, so listen, the offensive line is definitely a big question mark. And I understand that our fan base wants us to go out. It's post June 1st. Everybody wants Williams. But a part of me wants a guy like Williams, but more of me wants us to see what we have in Alex Leatherwood. Because we have guys that we know could play right tackle in this league at a high level or at a good level to where Derek's not getting killed. Denzel Good can play right tackle. Jermaine Illuminor can play right tackle. I think these are the kind of moves and these are the kind of things that you have to do to build a winning culture going forward. You have to get your draft pick rights. And even though they weren't the ones who drafted this kid, he's still a first-round pick, and you got to see what you have in him. Alex Leatherwood is working his ass off. I've heard nothing but good things from Josh McDaniels and a lot of position coach about him. And I really want to see Alex Leatherwood play right tackle this year, man. Kyle Holt, Carmen Bricillo will shore up the offensive line. Very confident. You know, I'm confident, man, but I'm cautiously optimistic, man. Cautiously optimistic, man, because I really, you know, I got to see him. It's not like we're getting Dante Scarnecchia as our offensive line coach, man. We're getting a guy who's only done it for 1 year, man. Big Mike Rader, getting back to the Frank Okam point. I was blown away by Coach Okam at the press conference. He's eventually a DC somewhere, and that's a fact. And I'm glad we have him on our roster because, as we all know, Patrick Graham is a guy that I have circled to get another job in the National Football League, man. He will definitely get if he does well with the collection of talent that we have, and he gets his defense into the top 15. I don't think Patrick Graham is long for the Raiders, unless, you know, we don't get to a Super Bowl and win one this year, and he feels like we're close and he wants to hang on for that. Yo, but salute to everybody in the chat, man. Bill Gates, you're wasted. Nate Hobbs looking mad big at the presser. Pause. Yeah, that's a big pause, yo. It's a huge pause. But yo, listen, Nate Hobbs has been hitting the weights, bro. And he mentioned that they've been moving him to safety some. So even though they didn't have him listed on the official roster, maybe they might use Hobbs in the same way that, you know, other DBs have been used for the Giants. You know what I mean? So I have no problem with that. I'm glad that he looks yoked. He looks committed. And, you know, I'm really excited for Nate Hobbs this season, man. I would like to see him have an all-pro kind of a season this year, man. Auntie Six, wasted. When you get the live performance of Party All the Time. Listen, bro, you already put out the flyer. It's happening August 27th at Doc's thing, man. We are going to perform Party All the Time featuring Eddie Murphy, baby. Mo just wrapped up a Raider column. Set to drop. Hey, yo, listen, y'all. The best Raider writer in the business is in my chat, supporting your brother Wasted. You know what I'm saying? And this is a man that you all need to go follow on Twitter and you need to read his articles. He has the most balanced, fair, and realistic outlook on what's up with the Raiders. You have a lot of writers that are Raider haters. You have a lot of writers who try to go for clicks. This man just gives you the real deal. To me, in my opinion, he's the best Raider writer out there. You know what I mean? This is no Mike Florio nonsense. No disrespect to Mike Florio, but all disrespect to him. This is this man right here. Go on Bleacher Report. Make sure you go on Twitter if you're on Twitter and follow my man Mo Moten, man, because this is the best in the business. Jesse Holland, listen, right here, he telling you right now, yo, Mo does write some great articles for real. Yo, salute, Mo. And yo, y'all got to understand something, man. LV, that's right. Yo, everybody in here, man. KJ Hendricks, my guy. You know what's good, man. Raider News, man. I'm happy. I'm psyched, man. Over 151 in the room. Get wasted. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Listen, who's ever on Twitter, and anybody on Twitter watching me, if you want to participate in the chat, come on over to YouTube and you can participate in the chat and put up your questions and stuff like that. But yo, y'all, who's ever on Twitter, please, for me, when you jump over here, make sure you subscribe to Mo. Make sure you hit that Bleacher Report article and leave comments. Leave comments so that they know the greatness that they got writing for them over there. Kyle Holt, Mo, fantastic articles. That's a fact, man. That is a fact, yo. Big Mike Raider, we'll be checking it out tomorrow. Gabe Guerrero, got you. Need that. See, that's what I'm talking about, yo. Y'all got to understand something, man. As a nation, man, we all got to support the people who really put on for the nation and who really do good work, man. We got to do that, man. And like he said, man, he's not above chopping it up with my folks. Salute to everybody in the building. And that's a factory right there, too, bro. Yo, shout out to my brother, man. Yo, my brother, Sniper Jones in the place to be. Silver and black, take a... Yo, listen, it is the Raider Equinox, Sniper. It is the Raider Equinox. And yes, today is Thick Frame Thursdays, everybody. Thick Frame Thursdays, everybody. The Thick Frame Nation is in the place to be. But yo, listen, y'all. We got to move on. We got to get into the best post-June 1st free agent fits. Now, everybody up and down YouTube is talking about this, but I'm going to tell you who I feel is our best. And you guys already know. Besides Ndamukong Suh, you know, Ndamukong Suh is a guy that I've always wanted with the Raiders. We all know that. Y'all all know that. I always said that, yo, he would bring that nastiness similar to what, you know, Lyle Alzado. I said this shit weeks ago. You know what I mean? I've always wanted him to be here with us. But if he doesn't wind up here, that's cool. We got some young guys that are balling out we're going to get into, like Matthew Butler, right? But there are other people that we can bring in, man. Now, number one is Odell Beckham Jr. Now, people say Odell Beckham Jr. I'm going to be honest with you, man. The only way I'm bringing Odell Beckham Jr. is if I know for a fact that he's going to play at least 80% of the season. See, because he had an injury at the latest part of the season that you could possibly have in the first half of the damn Super Bowl, man. So who knows how healthy this guy is right now. And right now, man, everything is up for like, yo, everything is temporary right now. We know how the National Football League is, man. We know that if you don't strike when the iron is hot, the league will pass you by fast, right? We have a lot of teams in the AFC that are going to be balling out. There was one team that I'm hearing that might not be balling. It's the Cleveland Browns. You know, I heard that Deshaun Watson might get suspended for probably the entire season, man. So if you don't have a Deshaun Watson and Baker Mayfield ain't playing, we ain't really got to worry about the Browns too much. Yes. Hey, yes, Amish Meta. I watched the 12 p.m. oppressor. I went and checked it out, man. We're getting into all of that. We're going to go back to that. But, yo, Odell Beckham Jr., man. But Odell Beckham Jr. is not a need, but he's somebody that'll kind of tip the scales and make this offense go from being one of the best in the league to historical. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. Historical sounds a lot better than one of the best in the league to me. So I would love to see us to go out there for that, man. Now, the man that you guys have all been waiting for, I've heard everybody in the chat talk about. I haven't heard anything on the Raiders front, and you know, I'm not going to ask anybody. You know, I'm going to reach out behind channels to see if anybody's heard anything. But Darrell Williams of the Buffalo Bills, man, you know, he didn't set the world on fire in 2021. We got to be honest about that. But he's a starting caliber right tackle, man. And he hasn't missed a game since like 2018, man. But the thing is that being that the Patriot coaches that we have on our roster right now, i.e. Carmen Bricillo, Josh McDaniels, all these guys, they've seen this guy 2 times a year for the last few years. And the fact that they're not high on him is something that kind of concerns me a bit. And to be honest with you, if they were to bring Darrell Williams in, I really would like to see Leatherwood stay at right tackle and bring Darrell Williams in and let him play guard like he did last year. Riley Reif is another guy that's out there. Riley Reif is another guy. Reif played like 12 games last year, man. And he had an injury. He has generally, like, he's been available throughout his career. He's a guy that I could see playing for us, man. You know, he started for right tackle for the Lions in 2016, the Bengals in 2021 before getting hurt. He's getting up there in years, but I could see them bringing him in. Alexander Johnson fell in the draft because of then went undrafted and worked his way up to a starter in Denver. He's an NFL starter. That's a fact, Mo. That's a fact. See, Richard Lyon came out with that. Yeah, see, look at Mo in the chat dropping the facts. Dropping the stone cold lead pipe facts. Here we go. You're wasted. Something I didn't think about. Our defense will be practicing against the best receivers in the NFL. That has to be another advantage for the nation. Yes, steel sharpens steel, iron sharpens iron. You already know. Listen, and then when you have a guy like a Davante Adams and a Hunter Renfrow and a Darren Waller, and you're practicing against these guys, and then you go out there and then you got Flotsam and Jetsam across the field from you, that has to be an advantage. That's why good teams are good teams, man. They have a balanced roster, man. Raider Ziller, Odell is already training, looks 100%. I got to see it, Raider Ziller. I've only seen him shoot a basketball or two, man. I haven't really seen how good, you know, or the lack thereof of the injury with Odell. There's a couple of guys that are out there, man, if you want to bring some offensive line tape help in June 1st. Brandon Shell. Now, Brandon Shell, in name recognition only, it makes sense he comes to the Raider. He's the nephew of our Shell. He's played 21 games since 2020, man. So he's like an injury-prone dude, man. And when he's healthy, he's a decent right tackle. He's a solid tackle. To be honest with you, he's on this list. But now that I think of it in real time, I'm cool on Brandon Shell, bro, because he's injury prone, and we already got guys that are kind of If we're gonna bring a tackle in here, they have to be not phenomenal, but they have to be a high-end starter for me to sit a guy on a bench that's a first-round pick a year removed who didn't get a fair shake last year from last year's coaching staff. You know what I mean? So to me, I'm happy with Alex Leatherwood at right tackle if he makes it and he earns that spot. I just love the fact that they're making him earn it. You know what I'm saying? Let me get to the chat here, y'all. I heard Dirty say at first that our defense will be top 5 this. Nah, he's Dirty's tweaking, you know. I love you, Dirty, but we ain't gonna be top 5, bro. Come on, man. We're not gonna be top 5 because, yo, you got to understand something. We got some holes in this defense too. Now, if they add a couple of players, that's possible. And then also, you got to look at the fact that this defense has not played together yet. How can you project a team that hasn't even played together yet as a top 5 defense? Teams that are top 5 defenses have played together. They're familiar with each other. They know the scheme. You got dudes that are going to be like figuring it out mid-year. So I've seen teams go out and bring in a bunch of free agents that are phenomenal Hall of Fame players and not have a defense in the top 5. Like the reason why the Ravens were the Ravens was not only because of the coaching, but they hit on every piece of it. They had Hall of Fame level players, Pro Bowl level players all up and down the defense, and they played together forever. So, you know, I doubt that. I think my man, all respect to Dirty, but I think he tripping right there. Raider Ziller, Leatherwood going to be a monster. He should start a right tackle. That's a factory, man. Thank you. Kenny, what's up, bro? He's better than any of our other right tackle options. Who we talking about, Kenny? You got to put that in the chat for me, bro. See, listen, Chowder, my guy, and you know I love you, bro, because you definitely got the hardest avatar on YouTube. John Gotti with the Raider jacket. That's the hardest shit out there, right? But Eddie Lacy would be a better right tackle than what we have now, bro. You tweaking, bro. Like, yo, Alex Leatherwood played 4 games at right tackle last year. 4. And the first game played against Joey Bosa. The first game he played against the Ravens, who blitz all the time, and they had that kid over there for the Ravens. I forget the kid's name. Oh my God, I forgot this kid. This kid is a damn monster. He's a young kid. He's a monster. And the Ravens are the Ravens, right? Then week 2, we played against the Steelers. Played against TJ Watt. Then he played against the Chargers in the rain game against Bosa. And he played against the Miami Dolphins, one of the most blitzing teams in the league, man. You got to give the kid a chance to mature. Now, I know him playing right tackle, you don't want anything to happen to Derek, and they did what they had to do. But then you got to look at the fact that his vet went down too. Denzel Good was his vet, and he got hurt. Then Richie Incognito never came back. Like, it's a lot that goes into this stuff, man. You need veterans up and down that roster to help you out. Wait a minute. All right, here we go. Leatherwood is going to jump off like Miller did. I'm calling it. Yeah, a lot of people are calling that, Rich. A lot of people are calling that, yo. Bobby Massey could be a decent play holder if Alex Leatherwood moves inside the guard. Now, Bobby Massey, offensive tackle that came out of Denver, man. Massey's another player with some health concerns, though, Mo. He missed 18 games in 2019 and hasn't played a full season since like 2018. And he's going to be I think he's going to be like 33, man. You know what I mean? Like, he was a solid starter. You know what I mean? He's capable of playing well. And I'm not capable his body can hold up at this point in his career. You're not going to get more healthy at 33 years old. And that's the thing, man. Like, for me, I don't know, man. Like, if they're going to bring him in, they got to bring him on it super, super cheap. Y'all, we had over 180 in the room, man. Get this up to 200, man. Tell a friend. Get wasted with me, man. Raiderzilla. Leatherwood looks good. He shed about 30, 40 pounds. I've never seen a lineman built like Leatherwood right now. He looks like the Hulk, and that is facts. You know who I've seen look like that? Jared Valdir. But Jared Valdir looked like, I'm not going to accuse Jared Valdir or anything, but I remember when Jared Valdir had got juiced, he looked like he was juiced out of his mind a couple of years ago, man. No disrespect to Jared Valdir, but Jesus Christ, man. He was huge, man. Momoa played 13 games last year. Yeah, but he missed 18 games in the last 2 years. And that's a lot, Mo. I don't know, man. I would love to see it, man. But how did he play last year is the question, man, because I really, Bobby Massey got lost on me last year. I got to see what his numbers look like on PFF. But Mo, listen, man, look, I can't disagree with you, bro. Crusher, I got issue. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Locking down Renfrow and Waller has to be the priority with the money we hold. And that's a factory, bro. I've been saying this for months, bro. The money that we're getting post June 1st, most of it is already allotted to players that are on his roster. The thing about Darren Waller is that Darren Waller is a guy who is a one of one. There's not 4 other guys at his position in football that's better than he is. You got to do what you got to do to get this guy signed if there's a possibility. And guess what? The price went up. We talked about this last episode. David Njoku's deal just did, it pretty much put us in a situation where,
yesterday's price is not today's price.
That's where it put us, bro. Njoku's deal put us in a situation where we got to get him signed or we're going to lose him. So listen, the way I feel about this all, we've already drafted a couple of guys that possibly can replace Josh Jacobs. You have to get Waller signed. You have to get Renfrow signed. It's time, yo. Because you're not going to go out there. This is not like the Jared Cook situation where we knew that we had Darren Waller in waiting. We knew that. That's why I remember everybody was screaming bloody murder when Jared Cook was let go because of how well he played for us. Everybody was screaming bloody murder, but no one knew what was in store. No one knew how great Darren Waller was going to turn out. We don't have that on this roster now. We've seen what Hunter Renfrow, my God, I am very, very sorry, you guys. But, we've seen what, oh, my God, I'm having a senior moment. Oh, my God. The kid from LSU, tight end, Jesus Christ. Guys, help me out, man. I'm having a senior moment. MJR, you thought you clicked on another YouTube channel? You thought wrong, my brother. You were here with your brother Wasted. Hit that sub button, man. Foster Moreau. Thank y'all. Your brother's having a senior moment. Us not bringing in a big name offensive lineman should tell us that the staff is confident in what we have already within the house. I have full trust in this front office and coaching staff. That's a fact, Sniper. That is a factory, yo. The Browns throwing money away. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The Browns are definitely throwing money away. I know you thought you was on a Browns channel, but yeah, the Browns are throwing money away, man. I mean, listen, Deshaun Watson is a tremendous talent. And I said this before. Look, Deshaun Watson is probably a one of one, man. You can't name 5 better quarterbacks in the National Football League than Deshaun Watson. This is Raider adjacent news because they're in the AFC. So I'm going to cover this because my man just came in here. He graces with his presence, and I have to. But the one thing that I'm adamant about is anybody who hurts women and children, I don't want with the Raiders. Seriously, I don't. I do not want anybody who does things to women and children on this roster. And really, to be honest with you, I think the Browns, if they know that Deshaun Watson did, because there's such things. Because look, I've been a guy who was like, yo, I don't know, we don't know. There's so much shit coming out about Deshaun Watson, bro, that if any of it's true, yo, he shouldn't, that should be it for him, bro. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not gonna go into, going after somebody, but yo, I don't fuck with people who do things to women and children, man. That's just my thing, man. My name is Cleveland. And be glad. I thought I clicked on another channel. That Fat Joe clip popped up. That's funny, bro. But yo, look, be glad that this front office and that our owner isn't into shit like that. The Raiders owner is not into that. I'm glad that this front office knows how to run an organization, man. I'm happy as hell, man. Yeah, that's right. Pay that tab, man. Listen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Joe Burrow. You can't say Joe Burrow's definitely better than Deshaun Watson. Tweaking, man. You're wasted. How you can't? I'm saying that are definitely better than him. I mean, come on, bro. You're wasted. How confident are you in our cornerback room? I think that we have a lot of good corners, man. My level of confidence will go up when I see what we have in Trayvon Mullen. Trayvon Mullen, at this point in his career, man, is an anomaly. I need to see exactly what we have in Trayvon Mullen. If I know I have Trayvon Mullen playing at the level he played at a couple of years and even better than that, then I'm very confident in our cornerback room, especially if we go out and go and get one Ndamukong Suh, because that will help the pressure up the middle. That'll help, guys being able to make throws outside. We got Chandler Jones, we got Max Crosby, we got Colin Fackrell, Malcolm Kuntz. We got a lot of guys that can get after it. You know what I mean? And we got these young guys on the defensive line who are going to be, great run stoppers, and, they're going to be able to push the pocket. So I have faith in what we have in Rock Ya-Sin. He's a great press man corner. Anthony Averett showed out with the Ravens last year. And if Mullen is playing well with Nate Hobbs, I'm very confident in our defensive backs as far as corners go. Now, when we talk about safety, Trayvon Merring, man, is I think a future All-Pro. And Deron Harmon is a guy, man, that has played at a really, really high level. They call him a closer. And I've been saying I love the kid, man. I think that, he's going to ball out. The problem is the depth that we have at corner. I got to see what Gillespie is playing like as well. And that will probably tell you how I feel about. I'm going to reserve my judgment on the corners that we have and the DBs that we have until preseason, so I can see how everybody is. And I also got to just see if Mullen is going to be healthy this year, because he just had that freaking surgery on his toe, man. And that thing sometimes will heal very, very slow, man. MJR, man, Ben Sub, love all the oh, man, thank you, my brother. Appreciate you, bro. MJR, appreciate you, bro. Yo, Amik is too little to be a safety, bro. I don't know about that, man. Amik is too little to be a safety, bro. I don't know. It's all good in coverage, man, but how's he going to be, when somebody breaks out there for a run? I mean, what kind of tackler is he at that size with somebody with a full head of steam coming at him? My man said Ricky Dudley, yo. Foster, a.k.a. Baby Gronk. Baby Gronk, my ass, man. Why does everyone act like Phylon wasn't a natural beast last year? We need him. Kenny, man, the thing about Phylon is Phylon blew his knee up. He blew his knee up, man. That was it looked like a non-contact injury, bro. And you got to be very careful bringing in big guys with injuries like that, especially this quickly. You know what I mean? So, like, for me, I'm not going to sit up there and act like Phylon is Ndamukong Suh. You know what I mean? Ndamukong Suh's a future Hall of Famer. Let's just be for real here. And he still has something left in the tank. You know what I mean? So let's just get in with that. But, yo, wait, hold on. Mo, Anthony Averett is a sleeper cornerback on the roster. Not enough talk about him. He could be a late bloomer. And that's the way I'm feeling, man. I'm feeling like we went out there, and the great thing about what we did was we didn't go out here and we didn't go get a bunch of names. We went out and got guys that have potential, and they're on their way up the hill as opposed to down the hill. And that's one of the big reasons why, you know what I mean, I'm really, really happy about some of the stuff I'm hearing out of OTAs, man. You know, and if we're going to talk about OTAs, we got to get back into that, man. Josh McDaniels spoke about Colin Kaepernick. There's really no word on him. The fact that the Raiders haven't brought him in yet goes to show me that they're probably not. That's just, that's my take on that. I'm kind of put that to bed. You know what I mean? And Josh McDaniel definitely was effusive of all his praise of our man, Alex Leatherwood, man. I heard that Denzel Good didn't participate in individual or team drills. You know, he was off to the side working. Josh Jacobs was wearing a jersey, but he didn't wear a helmet. He didn't really work that much, man. Tyler Lancaster participated in his first practice. You know, I would like to see what we got out of him. We brought him in. You know what I mean? He registered 110 tackles. You know what I mean? 1.5 sacks throughout the 4 seasons with the Packers, but he's primarily a run stopper. We got a bunch of them guys on the roster, so that's going to be like the Hunger Games. They're going to have to beat each other out, man. They got to beat each other out. Yo, we got over 200 in the room. Y'all get wasted with your brother wasted, man. Dylan Parham is a guy that has been flying off the charts. People are loving Dylan Parham right about now, man. He is balling. I'm very happy. A lot of people had him as a first-round pick. You know what I mean? And he's a huge addition to this team, man. Getting him in the 3rd round was one of the best things that the Raiders have done at drafting in a long time, man. You know, and my call is that Dylan Parham will be our starting center this year. That's my hot take. I've been saying that. Chowder, remember when Carr overthrew Nelson Aguilar in the Jets game and almost made us lose, or overthrew Darren Waller in the end zone many other times? Okay, what are we talking about here? Are we listen? This is what we're not going to do this year. What we're not going to do, and all of these Raiders, y'all do what y'all want on other people's channels, but here we're going to support Derek Carr. We're going to support the Raider Equinox, because the Raider Equinox is listen, man, it's not going to last long, man. Y'all got to understand something. This damn league changes so fast, man. It changes fast. It changes fast, man. You guys see the wasted word of the day? Ephemeral. Yo, the wasted word of the day. Lasting a very, very short time. And this is what the Raider Equinox will be. You know what I'm saying? We have to support Derek. We got to see what he's got. They got to bring him in here, and they got to watch what's going on before they start bashing Derek Carr. We are going to make sure that we support this man. And that's just my personal opinion. All the negative energy, we're done with that. He's got everything that he needs. He's got a line. He's got coaching. Let's be positive. Let's support Derek, because let's be for real. He's the best quarterback that's come through these doors in 20 years. Let's not be negative, man. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, man. It just transmutes. And we got to have that positivity flowing around the nation. Raiderzilla, could you imagine if we had Diablo, Gillespie as outside linebackers and Perryman, Brown on the inside? We would have the best coverage linebackers, yeah, but they would be getting dogged against the run, though. You got all these little guys playing linebacker. You can't have that, bro. Ali, facts. Carr haters are delusional. They're not delusional. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. There's some things you can criticize Derek for. There are a lot of things you can criticize Derek for, yo. But I think that when you look at Derek, and you look at all of the good things he does, and you look at the bad things, I think the good far outweighs the bad. I mean, just look at the Cleveland Browns, going back to the Cleveland Browns. Look at Baker Mayfield, a fucking guy that was drafted with the #1 pick. This guy is not well liked by anybody in the building. This guy's overrated. They gave this guy the best of everything. And what did he give? What did he give that team back in return? Nothing. So listen, man, this organization has done Derek Carr no favors, man. No favors. Don't ever forget that. They've done this man no favors, man. And you know what? We're going to do him a favor by supporting him, and we're not going to spread that negativity. Come on now. Yo, Black Sail Sports Talk, my brother, thank you. Talk that talk, Wade. What's good, my brother? Inspirational words of wisdom of the day, bro. Yeah, stay you healthy, my brother. Salute, man. Appreciate you, dog. Yo, car haters are just ungrateful brats who think the NFL is like Madden. And listen, like my brother just said, that's a stone cold lead pipe fact, bro. Look, man, there are a lot of bad quarterbacks in the National Football League. A lot. And Derek Carr is not one of them. There are a lot of really painfully average quarterbacks in the National Football League. Derek Carr is not one of them. Is Derek Carr Tom Brady? No. Is he Aaron Rodgers? No. But who is? But is he a guy who can get you to a championship and win you a championship if you give him the right pieces around him? I believe he is, and that remains to be seen, and I think he'll prove it this year. Halo Raider, my brother's in the place to be. What's up, bro? Chatter, how is someone spun out what literally happens on? See, Chatter, I'm not dogging you out, bro. I'm just saying to you, bro. Look, we're going to be positive. The past is the past. This is the future. We going into the future. Derek Carr is our guy. We're going to support him. We're going to be positive, bro. Not sure how you feel about boxing. It's hard to watch shows that feel so different. What you mean, Herman Schmidt? I love boxing. I used to box, you know, and I'm very actually deep and involved in the boxing world. I haven't been as much, you know, my nephew's a national champion boxer. I'm in and out of boxing gyms all up, you know, on the East Coast, bro. So yeah, I'm very plugged into the boxing world, more so than the football world, to be honest with you, as far as, you know, where I'm plugged in at. So yeah, now I'm a huge boxing guy. Jason Farnsworth, my guy, man. Yo, that's what it is, man. Don't forget about Rich Gannon. He was a G. But, bro, I'm talking about in the last 20 years, bro. The last 20 years, man. It's 2022, bro. Rich Gannon's a long time ago, bro. Chowder, all love, man. F it. Derek Carr for MVP. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you for the $9.99 donation to the channel, bro. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love, man. Derek Carr is in the same boat as Matthew Stafford in terms of my QB rankings. And you see what happened with Stafford when he got in a good environment in Los Angeles. And that is a fact. And guess what? As opposed to Derek having to go somewhere else and win, we get to watch him win for us. How about that? There's a lot of people who left this organization and won, like Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson had left, and he won, and he came back to us. And he's a great all-time Raider. But it breaks my heart that Charles Woodson didn't win a Super Bowl with the Raiders because he deserved to do that here. He deserved that, man. All of the time and the effort he put in, like Marcel Reese. Marcel Reese never got a chance to win here in a big way. It breaks my heart Marcel Reese never got a chance to win here, man. Marcel Reese deserved that shit, bro. He deserved it, bro. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to see another one of our great Raiders like Derek not get a chance to hold up that sticky Lombardi. We're going to support Derek going through. And listen, I'm a guy who, I've been critical of Derek. I give him his flowers when he deserve them. And I criticize him when he needs to be criticized. But going into a season when nobody's taking one snap, I'm not going into the season negative about him. I just can't do it. There's been no word. They were in contract negotiations with Ndamukong Suh. You know, I've heard from other people that it's looking like Ndamukong Suh to the Raiders or bust. So let's see what happens. As far as Darrell Williams, bro, I haven't heard anything tangible except the Raider fans and our fan base wanting Williams. I haven't heard any connection to the Raiders. And to be honest with you, we have a whole bunch of people on this staff who've watched this man play 2 times a year for a couple of years, and they haven't brought him in. So I don't think that they're high on him. That's just and I don't have any insider knowledge about that. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. Hold on. Sibo Sound 1. Yup. We got to rob a Carr. Can you imagine our heartbreak if he went to another team and he got a ring? And that's what I'm talking about, bro. We got to be mindful of that shit. It's not even put that out there. Yo, listen. And then we talk about, oh, yeah, that's another thing, man. I forgot about this. This has nothing to do with the Raiders, but we got to be human beings, man. Rest in peace to Marion the Barber, man. Guy used to run hard, man. I used to love watching that guy. Even though he's a Cowboy, I loved watching his style of play because he was so physical, man. He was a throwback. I don't know what happened, but it's very unfortunate, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to his family, man. God bless him. Rest in peace, man. Yo, yeah, Run DMC, bro. Tim Brown and C. Wood. I mean, at least Tim Brown got to play in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Chuck did too, but it's just like, damn, I would have loved to see them guys win a ring with us, man. AJ Superfly Money, what's up, man? Are you ready for the preseason game in August? I'm ready, bro. I am ready. I won't be attending any preseason games in August. You know, not at all. I definitely won't be attending any preseason games. It's a waste of money, bro. Woodson should have won a Super Bowl with the Raiders if the NFL didn't take that. Yeah, but we don't know if we would have made it to the Super Bowl. Like, I don't even want to go there, man. I don't even want to go there, man. Marion was a bruiser. So, all right, guys, let's get back on track, man. Right? So, OTAs, man, nothing real big new, real new. We've gone out here. We've talked about the offensive line. We've talked about Carmen Bricillo. We've talked about Darrell Williams. We've talked about some of the people that we want to bring in. Fuck you, my guy, what's good? Listen, that's right, Derek Carr. So now what we're going to do is, man, I'm going to get into some of the questions that y'all left in my community tab. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to get on out of here after that, man. We're going to get on out of here. We're not going to belabor the point, man. I had to get in and touch out, reach out to my people in the nation, man. You know how we do. You know, I feel like we've been away too long. It hasn't really been a lot of Raider news, you know what I mean? But, you know, I just feel like, yo, even if it's not a lot of news, we go up here, we talk, we make the news. You feel me? We make the news, man. But let me read some of these comments, man. You know, your boy the Boomer is I'm trying to find the damn comments here on my post. My bad, y'all. Oh man. 40 years of rolling with the Raiders. I'm always hyped going into this season. And this season is warranted. And that's a factory. That is a factory, man. This season, man, it just feels different, man. And I'm okay with all of the optimism. You got a lot of people that are buzzkills. You got a lot of people who are sitting up here and, you know, they want to poo-poo everything that goes on with the Raiders. They want to complain. They want to do all of this bullshit. But you know what, man? This is the first freaking time, man, that we really have had an offseason that you can be proud of, man. And I don't want to hear any negativity until they play a game. Yo, we got the mayor of Raider Nation in the place to be, Doxy and T. What's going on, bro? Thank you for throwing up them flags and pulling up on your brother Wasted, man. The Waller contract holding up Suh. Bro, I don't necessarily think so. I don't think that whatever Ndamukong Suh is going to make is going to really affect paying Waller and Renfrow. You know what I mean? Ndamukong Suh is going to make peanuts compared to them guys. I think Ndamukong Suh is holding up Ndamukong Suh. Yo, Wasted, do you see the Raiders grabbing a QB if they sign one more corner? Yo, I can see it happening, man, but do I feel like it's likely at this point? Not until we see where the table is set, because a lot of the guys that are available now, if the Raiders wanted them, they'd be in camp with us right now. I think the Raiders are going to sit back. They're going to be some people that you don't expect to be cut. And I think they're going to go out there and bring some of these guys in, man. Mo, Josh McDaniel has talked a lot about culture. I think he's learned a lot from a bad experience in Denver. And that's a factory too, bro. Josh McDaniels is a full-grown man now. And that's one of the reasons why you got a lot of people who were saying that, you know, Josh McDaniels complaining about the move. I was happy about Josh McDaniels because the one thing that we can't say is that he doesn't have it up here as far as with his X's and O's acumen. the thing with Josh McDaniels is he had to figure out that for him and to have players to buy into you, that you got to be yourself in the National Football League. These are full-grown men. These aren't college kids. These guys can smell a phony a mile away. You got to be consistent with them. If you're going to be a dick, be consistently a dick, but be fair. That's all people want because this is their job. And Josh McDaniels figured out that he can't be Bill Belichick. He's got to be Josh McDaniels. And the fact that he went through that, and now the maturation of him as a coach and a personnel guy, and him knowing that, yo, listen, I'm going to get my personnel guy that I'm in synergy with. I'm going to let him do his job. I can't do both jobs well. I can be a head coach well. And then in the offseason, if I have some say in what's going on, that's great. That's the one thing that I really, really, really love about that. That is the one thing that I really, really love about that, man. You know what I mean? So, yo, this is going to be dope, man. It's going to be real dope to watch Josh McDaniels become, in my opinion, probably one of the best coaches in the National Football League, man. Wasted. Defensive line coach Frank Okam said that Farrell will be moving around the line. Where do you see him making an impact? I see Cleve Farrell making an impact all up and down the defense, and I see him making an impact when it comes to rushing the passer. You know, he has a natural talent for that, but I think that the last regime didn't use his natural skills for that. And I also see Cleve Farrell being a hell of a run stopper because he already was when he came into the league. He has that weight. He's a defensive lineman that they're going to be featuring that outside linebacker in the 3-4. And we have a lot of undersized linebackers, and I think that he's definitely going to be a guy that helps shore up our run defense as well, man. So I see Cleve Farrell making a huge defense. I see Cleve Farrell being the only guy that sticks around on the Raiders that's on the last year on a 5th-year deal because they didn't give any of them a 5th-year option. I would say Cleveland Farrell, in my estimation, has more of a chance of being here after this season than Josh Jacobs does. Wasted. I wonder if Foster Moreau will play better under Josh McDaniels. I think so because Josh McDaniels is a tight end whisperer, and they feature the tight end a lot more. I think Josh McDaniels is going to find a way to see whether this kid is a player or not. But what I will tell you is that if Foster Moreau doesn't play better under Josh McDaniels, it's not in him. Because we've seen Josh McDaniels and him kill the league with 2 tight ends. And now I know one of them was Rob Gronkowski, but let me tell you something. Darren Waller, as far as a pass catcher, it ranks right up there with the best we've ever seen. So I would love to see it, man. Will Denzel Perryman be our captain on defense? Depends on how many captains you can have, right? I don't, he could be. You know what I mean? It all depends on how many captains you can have. Because, Derek's a captain, right? You're going to have a couple captains on the offensive side of the ball. And you know that Chandler Jones right now, he's like a coach on the field already. You got to defer to Max Crosby as being one of our guys. And I'm going to be honest with you. Denzel Perryman definitely could, but I could see a guy like Harmon being a captain for the secondary. I could see that. Even though he's a new Raider, he's a vet, man. Wait, hold on. Darky fans will be on suicide watch if we sweep them again with McDaniels as a coach. Oh, my God. That's what I'm looking for, too, man. That's what I'm looking for, Doc CNT. My brother Mo, that's what it is, man. Raiderzilla, man. Suh wants a 1 to 2 year deal, $6 to $7 million. No more than that, if I'm not mistaken. So we got to see what the holdup is, because to me, that sounds pretty fair, bro. That sounds fair to me. You know what I mean? I mean, like, what you want the man to play for? Peanuts? I mean, I know the Raiders are probably playing hardball because they don't need Ndamukong Suh. Ndamukong Suh is a luxury item at this point. And that's a great thing that we're in that position because we got so many young, hostile, mobile, and agile players. But Suh would be the cherry on top. I think Suh would catapult this defense up a few notches just having his presence in the locker room. He wanted, listen, and that's another thing. Bill Belichick looks like he's getting his feathers ruffled a little bit. Did you guys hear about, us going after their tight end coach and Bill Belichick blocking it? He is stopping all of this Patriots West nonsense. Bill Belichick is having none of it. He is having none of it, y'all. Okay, D. Bernie. It's like 5 or 6 captains. Who would be the people that I would choose as team captains? I would definitely choose Derek, first and foremost. I would choose Colton Miller. You know what I mean? Just by virtue of the fact that they've been on his team a long time. I would choose Chandler Jones. I would choose Mad Max Crosby. You know what I mean? And for my 5th captain, I would put that on Trayvon Merring, bro. Young boy. Give him that leadership role, man. And Ndamukong Suh can help unlock Jones and Crosby on the edges, and that's what I'm saying. And that's the reason why I'm so high on the Suh move, and I really want it to happen. Like, listen, do we need him? Have to have him? No. But do we want him, and would it fucking catapult us? Hell yeah, Mo. And that's what I like. Listen, man, these are the kind of big swings that complete a team going to a Super Bowl in year 1. If you look at some of the stuff that the Rams have done to win a Super Bowl, we saw their roster and we're like, yo, their roster is pretty damn good. They're set. Then they go out and get Odell Beckham Jr. Then they go out and go get, Von Miller. Those are the kind of swings you got to take if you want to go out there and win a Super Bowl very, very fast, man. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. Tyler Lancaster is a decent signing, but is he something that moves the needle? No. And that's the problem. We need something that moves the needle. The whole Mount Shillmore crew is hella knowledgeable. Yo, you must be for the Bay saying hella. You got to be from the Bay saying hella. Truthful and not afraid to speak your mind. That's what makes y'all better than the other creators, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. I needed that today, man. I'm having a terrible day, bro. Doc CNC, Leatherwood will be starting at right tackle. That's a fact, Doc. Yo, we went over that earlier in the show, man. Listen, Alex Leatherwood starting at right tackle, to me, is the best case scenario. It's the only case. And that's the reason why we haven't gone out and gotten anybody. You have to go and see what you have in a guy you've taken with a number 1 pick. See, bad organizations just throw away number 1 picks like they're trash. See, the previous organization we had, we ruined first-round picks left and right. We took guys like Cleve Farrell and gave up on them way too fast. You have to see what you have in these young guys, man. You have to. It can't be here today, going tomorrow when you invest that kind of draft capital in somebody. It's going to be very interesting to see what cornerback ends up the starters. I don't really think so, bro. I know Locke Yasin is definitely going to be starting. And I know Mullen, if he's healthy, is going to be starting. And we know Hobbs is going to be starting at the nickel. And, yo, Averrett's going to be the guy that comes in, man. I think we're going to be good. Van City Raider, driver home, but I'm here. Love you, brother. My brother, man. Love you too, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. Andre Dillard will be available as a backup. John Kehoe, I actually like Andre Dillard. I think Andre Dillard is like a dancing bear. He's a very, very talented guy, man. I just don't think that, Andre, like, we got to see if Andre Dillard gets cut. You know what I'm saying? I would prefer, if you're going to pick tackles off the Eagles, I prefer Lane Johnson. Now, that's a guy that I would part with Cleve Farrell for. Remember, O-line guys cross-train. You're going to hear about Leatherwood getting practice reps at right guard too. Whatever fits him, they'll let it rock. And that's a fact. I've heard that they're doing that with all of these guys. But see, because the Patriots, the way that they ran things in the years previous is that they were always about getting guys on their roster who are smart and they're versatile. Because if you have a versatile offensive line, when somebody goes down, you plug in the next guy, you move a couple guys down, and then you're ready to rock and roll. Wasted, you watching the fight Saturday? I watch all the fights, bro. If I watch it, man, just hit me up, bro. I might go live if I'm around. Raiderzilla, if we get Suh, we are set at the corners because the D-line will be competing for best in the league and will make it easy on our corners and safeties. And that's one of the reasons why I want Ndamukong Suh. Definitely, bro. Reezy, what's the deal, man? I didn't even know you was up in the place to be. Imagine a 3-4 with Farrell, Suh, Butler, Jones, and Crosby playing outside linebacker roles, man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, man. Listen, you getting me excited, man. I can feel that shit down in my plumes. Pause. What are your thoughts on the safeties? I think, listen, we have a budding all-pro safety. I think Harmon is a guy who we know can play at a high level in this league, but he's getting a little long in the tooth. The thing is we don't have enough depth there. I would really love to see us go out and go get a more proven commodity because I haven't seen anything except I've just heard about Gillespie. I haven't really seen him play at all. I haven't seen anything from the guy. So to me, I would be lying to you if I told you that I was okay with Gillespie being, our backup there. We got to go out there and go get somebody that's a little bit more proven. So that if Gillespie flashes and he's starting, great. That's a great scenario for us. And then you go get another vet and you have Harmon and you could spell them guys in. I think Jonathan Abram, they said that they had him today playing some 2-high safety today, working with him. I just don't see that happening. I don't see the Abram thing happening. I could be wrong. Let's hope Jonathan Abram, fulfills his potential. Jonathan Abram, to me, is a will linebacker. He plays way better going downfield. I can't see him playing any safety this year. I really don't, even though they're trying it out. What do you think about the Devin Haney, George Kambosos? Transitioning to boxing, y'all. Devin Haney is ready. Devin Haney is going to go in there. He's going to outclass George Kambosos. I think he's going to win by unanimous decision. Definitely. I mean, Kambosos is a tough guy, man. He seems game. He's got a lot of heart, but Devin Haney's too slick for him, man. Wait, Ray the Purge. I wish Averett would dye his hair to silver or something, get rid of the red locks. He looks too much like Damon Arnett. Come on, y'all. Come on with that. That's hilarious, yo. Hot take. Matthew Butler plays 60 to 65% of the defensive snaps if the Raiders don't sign Suh. He'll be the most productive rookie in the 2022 class. Mark it down. Now, Mo, that's a hot take, but that's a real take because Matthew Butler is a full-grown man. Everything I've been hearing about Matthew Butler has been that he's super mature. He's a guy who was a fifth-year senior, right? And he's a guy that fell in the draft because a lot of people think that experience and playing well and staying in college a long time is a good thing. But sometimes people fall in the draft, man, because they stayed in college too long. Now, he played his best year at Tennessee this year, but that goes to show you that he's ready. He's a full-grown man. The guy, when you hear him speak, he's a pro already. And Matthew Butler is a versatile guy. He has a nice tool bag as far as his pass rushing moves. I think he's probably going to be. I think him and Dylan Parham are going to be our two most productive rookies on his roster. Hey, yo, Egalitarian says, Mo, I believe your prediction. Mo is definitely right about that. Am I big on Van Valkenburg? I mean, I can't be big on him. He hasn't really done a whole lot in the National Football League for me to be super big on the guy. But do I feel like he has a lot of potential and he's going to fit with us? Yeah, definitely. Haney hasn't really impressed me, but we'll see. Devin Haney, if you watch Devin Haney, you could see his craftsmanship in the ring, how slick and how fast his hands are, how he avoids contact, he smothers punches. Devin Haney is not the kind of guy who takes a lot of punishment. And he's a dog, and he's fought his way up, and I have a lot of faith in Devin Haney, man. Haney can box, man. Haney can box, man. Him and Shakur Stevenson are the two slickest guys out there, pretty much, man. I just look at our linebacker depth at the position, and I wonder how much hybrid Devon Diablo will see. I wonder if it'd be some box or over-the-top cover two kind of look. D. Burney, I can see that because, he's a safety by trade. He's a safety by trade, so I can definitely see that over-the-top cover two look because we know he can cover. Out of the octagon, Haney going to struggle with Kambosos. Yeah, but he's going to win the fight. You know what I mean? He's definitely going to struggle with him, but he's going to figure him out because he's too slick not to. Now, if Kambosos can't knock him out, he's not going to outbox Devin Haney, bro. See, the thing about it is Devin Haney has so many different roads to winning that fight that Devin Haney can either knock Kambosos out, which I don't see. He can outpoint him and he can run. Devin Haney can fight in the pocket too because he's a tough young fighter. And he can, he has three different routes to winning this fight. Kambosos is not going to outbox Devin Haney. He's most likely is not going to, knock him out. So now what do you have? His only route is to knocking Devin Haney out. I don't see that happening, man. My brother, last thing I wanted to ask you is how do you feel about Terry McLaurin? He's unhappy and he wants a new contract. He's only owed $2.8 million. Could you imagine him with Adams? Yeah, I could imagine him with Adams. The Raiders were supposed to draft him, but we traded that pick when we got Antonio Clown. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I would love to see Terry McLaurin. Now, Terry McLaurin here with Davante Adams, bro, that makes us the best receiving core in football. Do I see it happening? No, because Terry McLaurin is a guy that you got to give him the bag. He deserves it, and he's young, and his best football is ahead of him. And he hasn't played with a quarterback like Derek Carr yet. So how is he going to play once he does get with a guy like DC? He's going to ball. We're not going to be able to afford Terry McLaurin, bro. There's no way. Like you said, Wasted, he isn't going to get hit with anything big. And that's the thing, man. Yo, Soto, why is Haney's chin? When is Devin Haney showing you that his chin is suspect? Chin is a suspect, and not for nothing. Devin Haney isn't in the business of letting people land big shots on him, bro. We was hearing the same thing about Farrell, how mature he is, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, Ghost Regime. This is the thing about Cleveland Farrell. Cleveland Farrell was, one, he was overdrafted. Two, Cleveland Farrell played in a situation where they couldn't decide how to use him. They were hot and cold on him, and that's that John Gruden madness. And that's the problem. If you're consistent with a guy like Cleveland Farrell or Matthew Butler and you're smart, you're gonna get premium and maximum production out of these guys, man. Maybe that's what Sue is waiting on, to see if Donald retires and the Rams will pay more for. No, Aaron Donald ain't going nowhere, man. We all know that. Aaron Donald was just high off emotions, man. That joker's back in camp looking like a monster. I was expecting Haney to destroy Gamboa, but he didn't. The division is kind of hard to say he was elite. Yuriokas Gamboa is one of the better fighters in boxing. I don't know why anybody would think he just destroyed Gamboa. When Gamboa got destroyed by Tank, Tank hits. Listen, I've seen Tank. You ever see one of those punch simulators? I seen Tank be on a morning show on ESPN with a heavyweight boxer, and Tank hit that bag harder than heavyweight. Tank is generational with his power at that weight. I mean, he hits like a truck. He hits like Shane Mosley. And also, what you got to realize, Yuriokas Gamboa was hurt when he fought Tank. And I'm not saying that he would have beat him, but Gamboa was at full strength when he fought Devin Haney. Gamboa is no joke. He's a former champion, bro. How do I feel about Britain Brown's potential? Listen, it's the currency of hope. I think Britain Brown is going to be an average back. I don't think he's going to be anything special. Definitely. He wasn't anything special at UCLA. Oh, my brother, man. Yo, Mo, you ain't have to do that, man. Thank you for the $20 super, man. Shout out to my guy. Showed a lot of love today. The rookie rated content creator of the year, my brother Mo. Thank you for pulling up, man. You show love by even pulling up and watching, bro. Yo, thank you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Rated Purge rookie of the year. I thank y'all, man. Yeah, Linares dropped Haney. Listen, Linares dropped Haney, but Linares, listen, man, he's no joke either. He dropped Haney. Haney got up and took care of business. And you say Haney has pillow hands. Yo, Kambosos is going to outclass Haney and might drop him too. All right. So, look, you got yours, I got mine. I think Devin Haney's going to win a unanimous decision. Odell Beckham Jr. is Sue. Sue all day long, man, because, listen, I got a lot of faith in Keelan Cole, man. Yo, I appreciate the cosign, Mo, my brother, man. Yeah, I know. And, bro, I didn't want to get into it with you because I don't remember Linares dropping Devin Haney. It just, anybody can get caught with a punch, bro. Doesn't make you shit like, yo, bro, I think a lot of y'all, man, I think Floyd Mayweather has messed a lot of y'all up when it comes to boxing, bro. Like, yo, if you get hit with a shot, sometimes you get wobbled. That's how the game is. Like, everybody now thinks that if you lose a fight, that now you're a bum and that you go back down to the bottom. Like, yo, bro, if y'all remember when I was growing up, bro, all of the best fighters that were like, that were welterweights, right? Let's talk about the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse was Hagler was at middleweight, and then you had Duran, you had Hearns, and you had Leonard. And they were all Bob Arum guys. And they all fought each other, and they all lost to each other and beat each other. And they've all been, knocked down and shit like that. That's how boxing is, man. Ali has gotten knocked down and lost and came back and won. And even though he did get knocked down against Frazier when, he had all, they robbed him of the prime of his career. We're not going to get in a whole big boxing thing. But I think Floyd Mayweather and the way he chose his fights and the way Floyd Mayweather fought makes you guys think that to be great, you don't get knocked down. You don't lose. You don't get rocked. The greatest fighters of all time, all of them have been rocked and knocked down. Holyfield, all these guys. Floyd is one of the only guys who's rarely been rocked in his career. And, to be honest with you, Shane Mosley almost pushed Floyd down. But Floyd is smart. He held on to his arm. He smothered him. He came back, and then he just wiped him out for the rest of the fight. Zab Judah stumbled Floyd. Jose Luis Castillo, some think even beat Floyd. But Floyd, I'm telling you, has got y'all brains messed up. Egalitarian, now I know you tweaking, bro. Floyd is not overrated. Listen, Floyd Mayweather, one of the greatest fighters, one of 3 greatest fighters of all time, bro. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. There's no debating that. We're not even gonna get into that. Wasted his stamp. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that, dog. Thank you, man. My brother Doc's still riding out, man. Appreciate y'all, yo. But listen, man. Yeah, he said wasted talks like a vet. I respect it. I appreciate y'all, man. Roy Jones, listen, yeah. Hey, Fat Joe said it best. Even Roy Jones was forced to lean back. But yeah, wait, hold on. Some fighters got that chin like Danny Garcia, and some got that Amir Khan chin. But Khan was still not. Amir Khan was, listen, bro. Listen, any of these fighters that you see that come from Great Britain and stuff like that, you have to be leery of these guys. And Amir Khan was a guy where you look at him, you look at some of the guys that he fought, you saw the way he fought, him being a bigger guy in his division and kind of, having that speed and fighting guys that are tomato cans who can't really hurt him. Amir Khan is a guy that like, you got to look at how many years he ran from Kell Brooks. Just look at how many years he ran from Kell Brooks, and that'll tell you everything you need to know about Amir Khan. Amir Khan has never had a chin, you know what I mean? And Amir Khan is a guy that knew who to fight and who not to. You know what I mean? The promoters got behind him. You know what I mean? He had the look. He was a guy they could put money behind, and he made a lot of money in boxing, but he's a guy who hid. Joseph Soto, see, this is the thing. You look pretty young in your picture, bro. Floyd, you say Floyd picked his fights. You got to realize Floyd Mayweather Jr. has 53 fights, bro. When he was pretty boy Floyd Mayweather Jr., he wasn't picking his fights. Everybody was running from Floyd Mayweather, bro. Even Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley, all these guys were running from Floyd. None of them wanted nothing with Floyd, bro. Floyd was cleaning out the divisions and moving up, chasing everybody around. And when Floyd became the A fighter, he went and he did what he had to do. But then you say he picked his fighters. He goes and knocks out an undefeated Ricky Hatton, who everybody was saying was the best welterweight in the world. He goes and fights Zab Judah, one of the great welterweights, you know what I mean, of that era. He goes and beats Canelo Alvarez, outclass him, make him look terrible. Goes, finally gets that fight with Shane Mosley. He finally goes and gets that fight with Oscar De La Hoya. I mean, and becomes the A fighter in boxing and beats Oscar De La Hoya. He goes and beats Miguel Cotto and fought him in the pocket on the ropes. Everybody said Floyd was going to run. He fought Cotto tough, fought him in the pocket. He moved up to fight, the Canelo Alvarez at a catchweight. Canelo Alvarez fights at 154. Floyd, at his heaviest, is fighting at 147 pounds. Floyd Mayweather fought Jose Luis Castillo, knocked out Diego Corrales, fucking beat Arturo Gotti and knocked him out. Stop playing with me, man. Floyd Mayweather, one of the greats, man. Don't take nothing away from Floyd Mayweather, bro. Y'all just don't. He made Manny Pacquiao look like a bum. All them years, everybody talking about Floyd running from Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is a guy who goes over to the Philippines. He gets juiced out of his fucking mind, and then he want to come over and fight everybody. And all of the guys he was beating are guys that Floyd had ruined already. Where was all of this power when Manny Pacquiao was having wars with he had power, but he's having wars at 110 pounds with Eric Morales, and then you move all the way up to 147 pounds, and then you're destroying Miguel Cotto and shit. Give me a break, man. That boy is on juice. Floyd is the man, yo. I don't get why people tell their color in boxing. I love boxing. I don't like money, but you guys don't look at his last fight. But wait. I don't get it wasted. Why people all about their color in boxing? I love boxing. I don't like money like you guys do. Look at his last 5 fights. They're not the best at all. Who are we talking about? Floyd? Bro, come on, bro. Come on, man. Floyd for the 23-year-old Canelo Alvarez while he was 35. Bro, since when is being 35 in the prime of your career? Back in the day, being 35 means you were washed up. And being 23 means that you would win the fight. So you could take that argument and turn around on his head. Like Rocky Marciano fighting Joe Louis. Or like terrible Terry Norris going and wrecking Sugar Ray Leonard. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Boxing is a young man's sport. Canelo Alvarez got outclassed. That's it. That's the end. You know what I'm saying? He got outclassed. Floyd Mayweather was asking to fight. Yo, that fight should have been made. Manny Pacquiao and them wouldn't agree to testing, Olympic-style testing, because he was fucking cheating. And as soon as he agreed to it, he got his ass knocked out. I remember Manny Pacquiao when he was a kid, when they was calling him a Hawaiian Punch, when he was a little dude, losing to Eric Morales. And then you move all the way up. I've never seen anybody in the history of boxing move that far up and take their power with them. Yo, and he was with Alex Ariza. He was juicing, bro. Alex Ariza is Barry Bonds' guy. Manny Pacquiao was juicing. Period. Now, let's go back to Raider talk, because I got to get out of here, y'all. Listen. And yo, Canelo Alvarez was easy work for Floyd, y'all. And y'all know it. Yo, and that's another thing. Floyd fought Marcos Maidana and outclassed his ass, too. Canelo Alvarez with Gennady Golovkin, great fight wasted. Yeah, that was a great fight. You said y'all done wasted Supreme Boxing Analyst. Yeah, man. Yeah, hey, Mo, they done got me, man. They sucked me in, man. They sucked me in, bro. Who's Canelo fighting? He running from the Charlo brothers. Bob Arum also screwed the fans with that fight. Yeah, Bob Arum screwed the fans a lot, bro. You know, it's convenient that Leonard and Hearns and all them guys all fought each other because they were all Bob Arum guys. So, of course, he couldn't lose. But when Bob Arum has something to lose, then he plays games. I.e., when he had Oscar De La Hoya under his control, and Oscar De La Hoya got his ass outclassed by Pernell Whitaker. Got outclassed by him, really should have never won that fight. They robbed Sweet Pea, and he never fought Sweet Pea again because he knew. Yes, this shit's still live, yo. It's definitely still live, bro. But yo, listen, man. Guys, I'm gonna get. Oh, wait, hold on. Nobody wants it with Tank. His skill set is very dangerous. I'm gonna be honest with you. Tank is a great fighter. I've been watching Tank since he was a little kid. You know what I'm saying? Because my nephew is a national champion boxer, and my other nephew came up with Tank. They, my man O-Son, you know what I mean? Shot Horsepower Elliott, great young fighter. I watched all these guys coming up. Tank is a great young fighter, man. But Tank can be had, especially if Tank starts going up more. If Tank don't stay where he stays at, Tank can be beaten, bro. Tank can be beaten. I'll be honest with you. Tank needs to learn how to defend himself a little bit better because he takes a lot of big shots. Oh, my bad, brother. Yo, you know my dumb ass, yo. Yeah, yo, but nah, on the real, man. Wait, okay, we going back to football. Raiders Digest. Wait, Xavier Rhodes, Kevin King, or somebody else. Look, man, we got enough guys with potential. I'd rather bring a guy in that's a vet to help the young guys out. Bring in Xavier Rhodes like your life depended on it, bro. Tank is a good counterpuncher with power. Tank has generational power, and his power gets him out of trouble a lot of the times. But as you can see in his last fight with Rolly, he was setting that shot up with Rolly. So a lot of that pressure you saw on him with Rolly is it shows the maturation of Tank. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I know, and I'm not being a homer with this because Shakur Stevenson is from Newark. I'm telling y'all something, bro. Shakur Stevenson, he don't have a whole lot of power, but he is the nicest young boxer out there. Young. Now, to me, the best boxer in the world is Terrence Crawford. And I think Terrence Crawford is going to beat Errol Spence Jr. when they fight. But I'm telling you, if Shakur Stevenson and Tank have that fight, I got my money on Shakur. I'm telling y'all right now, I know y'all going to laugh. Shakur, I've watched these guys since they were kids, man. I watched Shakur a long, long time, bro. I've watched all of them, bro. I'm telling you, if Shakur and Tank go at it, bro, they used to spar growing up too, so I know Shakur could stand up to his power. Tank ain't outboxing Shakur Stevenson, bro. Yeah, I think Bud beats Errol, bro. And I think Errol Spence is a guy who's one of the most powerful punchers in boxing. But I think Errol Spence has a lot of issues, man, after that catastrophic accident that he had. You know, Errol Spence Jr. is a guy who had a detached retina, and he still deals with that. And when you have a detached retina, people don't realize what that means and what you have to do to heal that. And it's something that really never goes away. It's something that hampered Sugar Ray Leonard. And I noticed that Errol Spence Jr., if he don't get you out of there and you get a guy that's as slick as Bud, he's going to have problems seeing straight right hands. So I definitely got Bud beating him, bro. Truth teller, I agree with you, Wasted. But who you think right now? Canelo, he fighting right now with experience. He has not. Which truth teller, you got to put that back in there, bro, because pretty soon I'm gonna get off it. Shakur Stevens is a masterful boxer. That's right, bro. I asked earlier, how confident in us going to the big dance if we don't get anyone else? I'm very confident in us getting in there. I think if the Raiders get into the damn playoffs, bro, with the offense that we have and how this team is built and the way Josh McDaniel and them know how to coach scenarios and situations, and they make game plans from week to week, i.e. Bill Belichick, I think the fact that we have supreme pass rushers on our roster can change a lot of things. And especially if you got to go into the snow and play somebody, listen, man, I think we can definitely make it to the Super Bowl. And I'm not just being a homer on that. I'm not just being a homer on that. The way that Errol too big for Crawford. Errol's not too big for Terrence Crawford, bro. Not too big for him, bro. And I'm telling you right now, look in the history of boxing. Boxers always beat punchers. Boxers beat punchers, man. It's the sweet science. It's pugilism. It's for most punchers to beat a supremely talented boxer that can take a punch, they have to knock them out. I don't see Errol Spence knocking Bud out, bro. Yeah, Spence looked decent. Spence looked decent, but listen, it's a whole nother ball of wax. Errol Spence going in that ring against Terrence Crawford, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all something. Bud gonna win that, bro. Bud gonna win that, man. Darth Vader Prime, what's the deal? Salute to you, my brother. Westside Radio, as long as everyone stays healthy. Yo, earn facts. A 130 versus a real 147. We talking about Shakur and Tank. They might have to fight at a catch weight. Stevenson beats Davis, but it can go either way with Javante's one-punch KO power. But Javante being shorter and having a shorter reach don't help. Errol beats Bud. Y'all are tweaking, bro. Y'all remember Wasted told y'all. Yo, Rich Eisen. Shout out to Rich Eisen doubling down on the Raiders. Yo, shout out to us. See, I don't even know how to feel about us getting all this media attention, yo. Like, I don't know how to feel about it because I'm used to I would rather, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, I would rather us get dogged out by the media so we can say fuck everybody. I like us being the outlaws. I'm just gonna be honest with you, bro. No. Nah, hey, Ern, I don't think so, Ern. I don't think so. I think Tank gonna struggle with Teleflemo, man. I really do, man. I think because I think he can win that fight, bro. But I think that's gonna be the toughest fight of his young career, bro. That's a bad matchup for him, Ern. Wait, if you're right, I'll be the first to say it, yo. Nah, Gerard Ennis is not beating Spence, and man, you tweaking, bro. Virgil Ortiz is a beast. It's a beast. Yo, look, man. Hey, let me ask y'all a question since I got y'all all in here. I'm about to leave, right? What do y'all think about a boxing show on this channel? Even though it's a Raider channel, what do y'all think, man? Yo, give me a one in chat that we should start a boxing like maybe once a month, once a week, or something like that. Yo, One Nation, my guy, always Wasted. We used to be the outlaws, the most hated, but we have to learn to embrace this love. I don't want to embrace the love till we win, yo. Ones. Do it. Ones. Anybody else interested in the boxing, man? What y'all think, man? Put a one in the chat if y'all think we should do a boxing podcast. And Egalitarian, this is what I know, but Teleflemo is a guy who is matured and his body's matured. It's going to be a tough fight for Tank, bro. Rated content creator boxing matches for charity. I don't know. I don't know if y'all might not want to see that, yo. Y'all might not want to see that, man. You might get some. You might. Oh, he said 0. So no 0. The boxing equinox is upon us. Richard Lyon, you should start watching boxing. All right, y'all. So look, we're gonna do a boxing podcast. I gotta go and do what I gotta do, but when it comes out, it's gonna happen. But yeah, we don't want to see a content creator boxing match, bro. That's no good, man. You want to see guys that are in the ring, that have been in the ring before and fought before. You don't want to see a bunch of guys swinging at each other and shit that ain't never fought. Bro, the bandwagon is warming the engine. By the bye week, all commentators will be picking us from the beginning. Yeah, man, F them. Yeah, but y'all, listen, bro. Love all of y'all, man. Wait, hold on. My man Mo, got to get this last one in. With media love comes more Raider fans. Talk about the youngest. It's good for the fan base, and that's dope. That's dope, man. Raider Nice. Shout out to you, big bro. Just got in the live. Hope you've been blessed. Yes, man. I'm super blessed, man. Thank you, bro. They already have tough man contests, but that's terrible. I don't want to see that, man. They have one coming up in Vegas, content creators. That'd be dope, man. But yo, look, man. Bro, love all of y'all, man. I'm going to get up out of here, man. I appreciate all y'all for pulling up on the live. This shit was live today, man. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all be safe. All of y'all are the best. I love all of y'all, man. Thank y'all for showing love, man. Anybody who isn't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, man. We on the race to 5,000, man. I'm about to go get in the gym, yo. I seen my man Halo Raider, man, and my man Halo Raider has been on my ass, so I'm getting in that gym. Pause. On my ass to lift. Y'all be safe. Much love, y'all. Peace, y'all.